Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Alma, Missouri here in Farming Simulator 22. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week. And ironically enough, we actually had our first snowfall here in Ohio just the other night. Actually yesterday, Halloween, as of me recording this. And it's snowing here in Alma, Missouri. We are here in the beginning of January. And I heard that corn is going to would be selling at a fantastic price in January, and I had actually forgotten that I had corn in my silo from our harvest. So I went ahead, got that filled up. It was a beautiful 50-some degree day, I believe it was, and I got everything ready to go. By the time I got my trailer filled up and whatnot, it was too late. Not to mention it wasn't January yet, so the prices had not quite risen yet. And I wake up to several inches of snow across the area. And obviously my private property had not been plowed because, well, it's my property. And I come out here to this road and realize that this hadn't been maintained. We are actually heading down to our neighbors before going into town again, because we're going to drop this off. I had a heck of a time getting down this road without doing any plowing with a fully loaded trailer attached to it. That was a heck of a drive in this snow. That was not fun. Tractor didn't like it either. So our lovely neighbors down here, the ones that we did the mowing contracts for the other day, had this sitting around. I asked them if I could borrow it, or, well, I was talking to them in passing because I called them. I'm like, does the county actually deal with this road? And the short answer is basically no, because it's me and then our neighbor here on the other corner and it's just not a high priority. So I asked him if he had a plow available for me to borrow, and he had this guy. And it did the job, because once I came into town, I grabbed it. We went and unloaded, and as we were taking the trailer back in, I started just trying to get the snow off the road. Did a very crappy job at it. So we are going to actually drop this off. And I have snow equipment for either this tractor or one of my many tractors that should work out for us. And I kind of did tell him I would take care of at least his main drive to his garage and then to his house. So I'm going to at least try to carve a path. Holy crap, I may need to wait until I get my attachments, because I got a snow blade and a snow thrower. Those of you who have been around for my channel probably know what attachments I am looking at getting, or have gotten. Oop. Yeah, this is just a lot of snow for this little blade. But I do have a PTO-driven snow thrower that we're going to use, and a little bit better snowplow, I hope. So I will catch up with you guys when we get this done and we get over to the store. Alright, we're just pulling up to the back part of the shop now. As you can see, most of the shops here in town have their lots taken care of. Unfortunately, the grain elevators are not one of those. So that's our plow. This is one that can be extended out. Once I can figure out where my mouse is at. There we go. So this is one that we can extend out that far, but that also means a lot more snow. So it'll probably be, with as much snow as we have, probably be running it in that configuration. We don't even have it down yet and we're moving snow. Yeehaw. I just realized I didn't have my headlights on. Oops. And this is our snow thrower. So we currently have it set up to go shooting off to the right. Let's see here. Now it's to the left. So this thing is really nice because, yeah, I mean, with the way this works out, that the front plow kind of pushes things off, you know, kind of levels things out a little bit easier for me to drive over. And then we have that going for us. Yeah, it does leave a few spots here and there, but if we take it slow, it gets up most of it. So that is our new toy. And that's what we're going to be doing to get that road cleaned up. Obviously our neighbor doesn't need that much because he just, well, really needs his driveway. How about we tilt that up a little bit? Seems like it's catching some snow when it shouldn't be. So like I said, we're going to get our neighbor taken care of here. All I did was kind of try to plow a spot through for me to get the to get his plow delivered back to him. Let's drop those sliders down just a little bit. It is a gravel road, as is the main road. Alright, that should be good. And the idea behind this whole setup is for the snow thrower to do the job. Because we don't know just how much more snow we're going to get. So we'd want to get... Actually, you know what? Ooh, I can actually kick it off to both sides. This should be entertaining to watch. Yeah, we don't want to sling it too far into the street. Oh, we're getting into the dirt there. Actually, let's go a little bit more realistic. We're just gonna fling it off to the right side, and that's gonna be the way it is over there on the street too. I'm gonna get this done, then we're gonna get to working on the street. In the meantime, I think I'm just gonna throw on the time lapse for this. So. So we've actually got his property all taken care of. There's something I think to do with the house and that area, because whether I'm trying to plow it or snowblow it, it's just not letting me do it. It is what it is. But you guys kind of get the idea. We're gonna go at least attempt a better clearing of this main road down to our house. I think that one we're gonna have it shoot off both sides for the middle pass, and then just kind of go from there. Since we already do kind of have a middle clearing already done, it really shouldn't be too bad for us. I do have to be careful about trying to avoid, you know, hitting these signs, but they're pretty sturdy apparently. So the biggest thing is that I'm wanting to do is this snowdrift that I got going on the right side is getting that pushed way back into the fields. And as far as blowing all that snow into the cow field there, the farmer said it's fine. He doesn't, as you can tell, he doesn't have too many cows in that field anyway. And even though he didn't ask for it, I did clear off that little pathway to the gate, as well as to his main farmhouse where I know he has his tractor, at least one of his good tractors, hiding in. So at least that way he's got that to get to if he wants to get out and move more snow around. But at least for the time being, if they need to run to the store or anything like that, they have the capability to do that. This is just going to be a long and slow task for us today, but it is our task for the day because, well, we got nothing else going on the farm. We have, like, I think 500 liters, 600 liters, maybe a little bit more than that, of corn still in the silo that we did not put in the trailer because, well, we couldn't fit it. Plain and simple. But I mean, to be completely honest, no one's coming down this road because, well, I'm here. We did the corn that we sold. I have no real mods, I believe, for oop, wrong one. Yeah, the economic difficulty is set to normal, and I have no other mods to conflict with that. But just so you guys are aware, we gained $241,000 just by selling corn at the peak. So, if I had modded that in, I believe it would be under miscellaneous, which would be something like that. So, but as you can see here, we are getting loan interest taken out. We do have our loans still. I haven't done anything with that yet, but with 250 some thousand, I'll at least get these guys knocked out. Let's see here. Interesting. Oh, I'm about to still be paid. That's over here on this side. Whoops. Yeah, we'll get that paid off. We'll get this one paid off. Okay. It's just really weird with the, you know, amount still to be paid. That's just really weird to me. You know, let's try 6. There we go. And that puts us at, wow, only 206,000 still. I mean, we still have a lot to do. I think the next thing I'm going to do is when the snow clears out is get a field specialist out here to get samples from our fields and start to get our fields going in the right direction. I may take a look, see if there's any decent deals, if anyone's trying to sell any fields, possibly look at improving some of our equipment. Yeah, this is doing a decent job of getting at least one link completely clear. Albeit not straight, but it's getting it clear. So I'm going to try to hold off on doing anything like buying new equipment unless I'm recording. I've just been kind of skipping a day here or there. I haven't done any contracts that you guys haven't known about. I'm staying true to my word and only working with the millers. That is the farm that we just plowed out down there. Snow plowed out, that is. I believe I did do a mowing contract for them in the far corner. Just follow this road and in the field in the corner of the county, which is field 5. We did mow and bale and ted and whatever. I forget exactly what we had to do, but we did do that and sold that. Got that contract knocked out pretty quick and easy. I do have a new mower, by the way. The mower that we got is this guy. No, I don't want to sell him. This guy, I ran it. I believe I actually ran it in reverse the first time I used it. But it still cut the lawn just fine, the grass just fine. But I believe it's designed to be a front mower, not a rear, which works out great. But the John Deere that I had it attached to does not have a front PTO. So that's the downside to that. But the upside is I do have plenty of equipment that has front PTOs that I'm going to use it with. I did sell the other 2 pieces of equipment. I think I may buy one more piece of equipment, probably like a batwing type mower, so that way I can get in, you know, mow down the grass strips between the fields, and still continue to take advantage of that as far as getting those bales and whatnot. Keep in mind I am wanting and hoping that we can get animals at some point on this farm. But I am trying very hard, and it's very difficult for me to keep from modding anything in. I'm trying to do this about as legitimately as I can, because it's going to be the first time, as long as I succeed. And if I don't show you guys, you know, finances, things like that, on how we're doing with the farm, or you wonder where something came from, just let me know in the comments, and I'll either try to post it in the following video for this series, or I will just answer in the comments. Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. Like I said, I am trying to do this about as legitimately as I can. And actually this stretch isn't going too bad. Like I said, with that little plow that we were using, it's not meant for big jobs like this, I'll put it that way. Even with the big heavy-duty type of plows that you see most county and state and local people use for snow plowing, especially around Ohio, and I'm sure other northern type states, I don't think that's nearly as efficient, especially in areas that you get a lot of snow. This entire time I've been doing this, you know, from taking the load to the grain elevator to getting the equipment to now, it has not stopped snowing. So I think if I remember correctly, I think I may have seen a few snowflakes as I was crawling into bed last night, but you know, it's one of those deals that, you know, it's winter time. I get antsy when I'm just stuck in the house. I just want to get out and do something with the farm, with equipment, anything to keep myself busy. So that's why we're just going to go ahead and take care of this. Especially if it's not maintained, we can maintain it. If I'm the one doing the maintaining, it means come springtime, I'll be the one to deal with any ruts, potholes, whatnot. Rework the gravel, so that way, you know, it's done properly, there's proper drainage. But I think before I do that, that's gonna be one of those situations that I'm gonna call up the county office and go, hey, can I even do this? If you guys aren't maintaining it, can I maintain it? So I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not gonna do something that's gonna get me fined or worse, jail time, because I don't want to deal with jail time for something as simple as trying to maintain my, well, essentially what's an access road for me, because I'm the one that decided to live out in the middle of nowhere. So I know I said I was probably gonna have this be time lapse, but we had the other spot time lapse, and I had a few things on my mind, so there you go. But yeah, this equipment is ours. We did buy it outright. Thankfully, that corn harvest, we basically saved our own butts by waiting to sell it. And by waiting, I mean I completely forgot I had it. Like I said earlier, I completely forgot we had it in the silo. Yeah, there we go. Just one of those things that it happens. I was out checking things, and one of the things is I checked the silo just out of habit. I think 2 of them are still empty. But come harvest time next year, or later this year, I guess, it is January. In-game, not real world. Don't get too confused. I know it confuses me. Yay, time travel. Yeah, later this year when we do harvest, I'm going to have to make sure that we have those silos cleaned out and they're good to go. Because I haven't put anything in there. Doesn't mean there's not anything in those. Can we bust through this? Yes, we can. Kind of, sort of, maybe. We're just going to keep on going until we get down to this, probably this bridge. Actually, not even that. If anything, I was just kind of wanting to get the, what I did with the plow removed off the road. So at least that way, if anyone, emergency vehicles or otherwise, need to get through, it's a little bit safer for them. And I may break down and decide to do the rest of this road to the county line. But we'll see how I feel at that point. It can be a very bumpy ride doing this, and I love the fact that this mod allows you to plow backwards too. I'm pretty sure this is in the in-game mod hub. I could be wrong, to be honest, but I think it is. If it's not, I apologize. I am not trying to mislead you guys by any means. I have so many mods that I don't remember where most of them came from, aside from in-game mod hub, or maybe a few random ones here and there that I come across when I do my random searches for just mods in general. I always like to see what's out there and what people decide to put on the mod hub. We need to kick this to the right so I don't blow any of this into the house. I'd be very upset with myself if I did that and broke a window. Especially this time of year. But I think as far as our property goes, I'm just going to at least get cleared to this barn and to that shed, just so I have access to my equipment, mainly so I can continue to move snow. Like I said, this is some very soft snow, and one of the things that I was going to mention to you guys, but I almost forgot, is the way we kind of did that snow removal and where we put it. He kind of mentioned that his kids love to play in the piles of snow. And this is a light enough snow that I don't think it compacted very much when we plowed it, but or snow blew it, I guess is the correct term. But yeah, he kind of mentioned that would be a good spot, and his kids would thoroughly enjoy it, so that's what we did. I think he actually said his grandkids, but I digress. My mind's kind of busy at the moment trying not to hit, the side of my barn, making sure we're not digging into our gravel. I mean, those skids help. immensely, but they only do so much. So I do have a question for all of you. When do you guys tend to start to decorate for Christmas? With it being November 1st as of me recording this, but this video is coming out November 2nd, I'm kind of curious. Do you wait until Thanksgiving? I know my family always did growing up. We would never decorate until Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, or the day of. We'd start getting things out. But we always took the opportunity to give thanks for, well, what God has given us. Before, celebrating, something like Christmas, which, in my opinion, has become very, very retail-oriented. Take it or leave it. I work retail, so I see it. And I gotta be careful here. But yeah, I mean, thanks to honestly, I put the blame on places like Hallmark and making it very money driven. So, oh yes, it's the time to give gifts and, spend all this money on things that not everyone really needs. Because, I mean, honestly, do you really need to give your kid a brand new phone? Now, if they're driving, yeah. A phone is very helpful, very much encouraged, in my opinion. Yeah, let's see if we can get Paul's ride unburied here, at least. Ooh, let's not take that out. So focus on the snow thrower, what direction. I didn't pay attention to the plow in the front. Yeah, that'll be good enough. If worst case, I'll help him shovel that out. But I don't know if he's actually going to want to go anywhere in this crap. In which case, I don't blame him. And I do have this John Deere Gator here as well. The 6x6 that we recently purchased that was on sale. Mainly for snow throwing, or snow removal around the farm. And it does have a salt spreader on the back, so we do have that flexibility if needed. Of course, our pickup truck has a snow blade on it. I'm not looking on getting into the snow removal business, but considering how much property we own, I figure we will eventually need it once we start getting animals and needing to gain access to all three barns. So there is that. Crap, I'm starting to lose focus on where I'm needing to go. Alright, so we're going to work in reverse mode. And yes, I know I said I was going to work on the road. We're going to finish that. But at the same time, I'm wanting to get my own property squared away first. You get what I'm saying? I'll make sure that we can get access to where we are wanting to get access to. So like I said, I want to make sure I have access to this shed, because that's where this tractor is going to live. Especially with this equipment on it. And I want to and we have that other door, although we did get this door cleared out, which is fine, so at least we have access to one. Ooh, we left the fuel trailer out. Probably not a bad thing though, it is full of fuel. Alright, let's get this down to the road taken care of. I think while I do this, it's starting to get dark out again. It is only 3:45. Wow. I know it tends to get dark early, but wow. But I think we'll just go ahead and call the episode there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select a few here and there. If you're already subscribed, guys, I thank you and I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, maybe I'll just make you get out here and with a shovel and start shoveling the snow yourself. I'm sorry, that'd be mean and cruel, but at the very least, get all these areas that I can't do with this equipment. So yeah. So with all that being said, guys, we'll catch you in the next episode. So take care. Peace.